little grey rabbit, squirrel and hare all lived together in a little house on the edge of the wood. All year round they and their many friends had adventures. In autumn and winter, spring and summer. This is the story of Little Grey Rabbit's paint box. One fine day, Hare was lolloping over the primrose meadow when he saw a lady sitting on a stool in the grass. And Hare being Hare, of course he had to find out why. What's she doing?
Ugh, nasty. That's me! It's me in the looking glass! Look what I found!
A book! Is it from Wise Owl? Oh, Cowslip Meadow. And you peeping from behind a tree. Hare? Is it really you?
I watched a lady do it. Then she went away and left it.
Yes. People often leave things behind them. Like the pink hanky you made into a nightcap.
And a crooked sixpence Mouldy Warp found.
No writing. Only pictures. Look, there's the duck who stole my sunshade.
Milko!
Late as usual.
Hedgehog! Hedgehog! Come and see what I found! And I'm in it! I'm in it!
A book. A magic book. With all our friends in it. The prettiest book in the whole world.
Oh, I've seen that before.
What?
It belongs to an artist lady staying at the farm. How did you come by it, Mr. Hare?
Oh, she left it on a stone.
Oh, you ought not to have took it, Mr. Hare. She left it to dry. She'll be wanting it back.
Oh, you must take it back, Hare.
Finding's keeping.
You can't find it if it wasn't lost.
Yes, I can. I find lots of things. Snails' shells, blue feathers, green acorns, and none of them is lost.
Now take it back, Mr. Hare, do.
Oh, but can I show everybody first?
I see no harm in that.
Look sharp, then. Have it back in that meadow by tea time.
Oh.
Not as lasting as that picture of Brock's deep in the earth. If you left these out in the rain, they'd melt away and run.
Ah, but that picture was made of stone. It was a stone dolphin.
You could paint if you tried, Hare.
Me? How?
Oh, you just have a brush and you paint easy.
A hearth brush? A sweeping brush?
No, nor a fox's brush neither. A thin brush made of feather. Or even your own paw hair. You could dab paint on with that.
Really, Mouldy Warp? Really? An artist? Me?
Of course. And Grey Rabbit and Squirrel. All artists.
Oh, hooray! Hooray! I'm going to be an artist fellow. I'm going to paint a picture, red and blue and yellow. There! See? That's you, Speckledy Hen.
What? Me? That's not me. I'm me.
Careful!
Me indeed. It can't speak or move. You could paint a better picture yourself, Hare.
That's what Mouldy Warp says.
Here's a feather. You can paint with that.
Rum-pa-bum-pa-bum. I'm going to be an artist fellow. I'm going to paint a picture, red and blue and yellow. Wait! Look what I've got! Look! Me!
It's nice, Hare, but it's not so nice as that book of fables I once read to Fox.
I like books, especially picture books. Am I in it?
No, not yet.
A hare and a duck. Oh, and a nice fat hen. An excellent supper. Oh, I'm hungry.
Well, not supper time yet. And I'm going to be an artist. I'll paint a picture of you, Mr. Fox.
Really? In that case, I'll give you a few hairs from my brush for a brush. Mind you make it like me.
Hare had many more visits to make before he took the sketchbook back. He showed it to the rabbits and to Duke, the horse who had taken them all to the seaside. Then to Water Rat, who was so delighted that he broke off a reed, dipped it in reddish mud, and sketched in a clever little picture of himself in his boat.
There, and there. Oh, and here. You can keep the brush, and you must show this to Wise Owl. There's a picture of his tree.
I suppose so. But I expect he'll just eat it all. And I haven't got a present for him.
Who's there? Go away, whoever you are. Woohoo!
It's me, Hare. I've got a book.
A book? For me?
No, it belongs to an artist. But look, it's got your tree in it.
My tree, all right, but, no bell, no door, no owl. I'll have to remove it.
Ah! What? Oh, calamity! Oh, dear, now I suppose I'll eat it all.
It must be somewhere.
He's not going to give it back. What'll Grey Rabbit say when I get home and... Ah!
Here's your old book.
Hooray!
And I've added another picture, you'll see. And there's a present for Grey Rabbit. Don't come bothering me again.
Speckledy Hen pecked it, and Water Rat painted his boat in it, and Wise Owl made another picture.
The man in the moon. And his lantern.
And his bundle of sticks.
Oh, how it shines. He's painted his best friend. The moon and Wise Owl go together.
I can paint a picture just as good. Open your present, Grey Rabbit.
A paint box.
I need a paint box. I'm going to be an artist.
And me. I want to paint. We'll all paint a picture for Wise Owl to thank him. But first, Hare, you must take the book back. Gone. I definitely left it in this field. It was on the rock. Oh, can it be? Yes, it is. But how did it... 2 pages torn out. And look! Oh, the moon. It's shining. Oh, it's magic. How time has flown. It's nearly dark. Oh, and we haven't had supper yet.
And don't even care.
Tweet-wee! Any pictures for me?
Mine's ready. And mine.
And mine. Come on.
Hare. And Foxy's back. How do you dare?
Oh, you never know. I might one day. I am brave, you know.
Very good work. Very good. You are all artists now.
Hooray! I knew I was. Owl, can I keep my painting for Mr. Fox? I promised him.
I certainly don't want Fox looking down at me from the wall. But I shall take these and hang them over my bookcase.
Thank you, Hare. You're quite the artist. And I see you're so anxious to have supper with me that you're riding on my back.
Oh, Jemima!
Let it be soup, roast hare and red currant jelly.
So Fox didn't like it. I knew he wouldn't.
As a matter of fact, He said I was quite the artist.
Do you know, I don't think the moon will ever look the same again because of Wise Owl's picture. Good night, Moon.
Good night.
Good night, little animals. Good night.
This is the story of Little Grey Rabbit and the Weasels. Deep in the dell, not far away from Little Grey Rabbit's house, lived a family of weasels. Their door was hidden behind a curtain of foxgloves, and the foxglove bells rang when anyone passed. The windows were covered with green moss, except for a crack for the weasels to spy through.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair?
Here he comes.
Sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Don't be frightened.
We shan't hurt you.
You're the only one who knows how to milk a cow.
Oh, it's a bad day.
Bark, 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 bark. My eggs will bring good luck. Little Grey Rabbit and Squirrel and Hare will have one each and what to spare. Cluckety, cluckety, cluck.
3 brown eggs and 1 to spare. How many's that?
Good luck.
5. No, 4.
Be quick and get them.
To make them a supper rich and rare. Cluckety, cluckety, cluck. Bark, bark. Bark, Grey Rabbit, are you home?
Oh, my dear Speckledy Hen.
My, it was hot walking all this way.
Ah, take a seat, dear Speckledy Hen.
Ah, thank you, dear Grey Rabbit. Oh, a swinging chair. It's remarkably soothing. Bah, bah, bah.
Hello, Speckledy Hen. Have you brought something in the basket? A present or something?
Do you like eggs, Hare?
Yum, yum, I do. We all do.
Well, look in my basket.
Why? It's empty.
Impossible! There were 4 eggs.
4 eggs, all gone. Did you put the basket down anywhere?
What? No, it never left my wing.
A master thief.
A magical trick. A riddle of riddles. But never mind. Stay and have some cake, Speckledy Hen.
Oh, thank you kindly, Grey Rabbit, I will. But then I shall go home another way.
I'll cut a nice branch from the elder tree and make a whistle pipe. And perhaps Grey Rabbit would like some foxglove bells. It's a very nice day. I'm going to play. On the whistle tonight. For Grey Rabbit's delight. Oh, help! Help, robbers! Thieves! Oh, who was it?
Poor Mouldy Warp. I'll make you a new waistcoat tonight.
I'll give you my axe. I can't be bothered to cut wood anymore.
I'll get you one of my hankies.
Oh, it's very kind of you, my friends, but what I want to know is how did my axe and handkerchief and waistcoat go? There's some mystery in the little lane. Let's call it Shady Lane.
And you must stay the night, Mouldy Warp. Your new waistcoat will be ready in the morning.
Oh, thank you, Grey Rabbit. Yeah, but I think I'll go home by a different way.
A letter! A letter!
I've come to say there won't be any letters today. Not for anybody.
Why ever not?
My letter bag disappeared from my back.
Just like my waistcoat and my axe and my hanky.
Grey Rabbit! Grey Rabbit! Oh, what is it, Fuzzy Peg, dear?
I've lost my lovely lesson bag you gave me.
In Shady Lane, I expect.
I don't mind losing the sums. I couldn't do the sums, but my lovely bag.
Those weasels had a high old time of it among the foxgloves. Next, Squirrel had the bow nipped off her tail, and Hare had his watch stolen. Then One day, Little Grey Rabbit was late coming home from market. She took the shortcut along Shady Lane and hurried along, holding her basket tight and keeping watch for robbers. She was rather frightened, so sang a little song, which is a good way of keeping oneself brave.
The sun and the moon came down one day to live in the animals' wood. They kept them safe and drove away the wicked and helped the good.
We'll capture basket and all. Oh no, Grey Rabbit, we've been waiting for you.
We want somebody to bake and wash and clean.
To make our beds and darn our socks and be our slave.
Nobody will ever find you.
Here, you better get started.
And so Little Grey Rabbit began to clean their ugly little house. She had to work all day without stopping, or they would have nipped her with their sharp teeth.
Grey Rabbit!
Grey Rabbit! Oh, poor Grey Rabbit. Something terrible must have happened.
She's vanished. I'll go and see Wise Owl. But I'll go down Shady Lane first to see if there's any sign of her basket.
Oh, do be careful.
Grey Rabbit! Cooey! Shh! Grey Rabbit!
Mine! A very fine hanky.
Oh, Hare. His best Sunday handkerchief.
Oh! Truce! Truce! I've lost my hanky. Please, can you pretend I'm waving a hanky, Wise Owl?
What is it?
It's Grey Rabbit. She's gone. We can't find her anywhere.
Lost Grey Rabbit as well as your hanky? Oh, very careless of you, Hare. You'd better go and find her. I'll help you find her. You look by day, and I'll hunt by night. Woohoo!
And so the great search for Little Grey Rabbit began. Each day her friends set out to look for her. They went in little groups, afraid that they too might vanish into thin air. Every night, Wise Owl went sweeping over the countryside, and all the time, poor Little Grey Rabbit worked and slaved for those terrible weasels, and she began to despair of ever seeing her own little house and her friends again. Until one night...
What about a song?
You sing to us.
A frog he would a wooing go. Hey ho, says Rolly. A frog he would a wooing go. Whether his mother would let him or no. With a roly-poly come and spinach.
Hey ho, says Anthony Rowley.
Wise Owl, is it you?
Shh, go to bed.
Quick, or the owl will get you.
Pesky owl.
Oh, Wise Owl, save me.
Quickly, climb on my back.
Come back! Come back!
Hare, squirrel, I'm home.
Grey Rabbit!
Oh, dear Grey Rabbit.
Woo! All you weasels, pack up your things and depart at once. And you must leave everything you stole behind you. You hear? Woo-hoo!
Don't forget Mole's waistcoat.
And Hare's hanky and the watch.
And the axe and the school bag.
The stolen goods. You had better remember what I said.
Oh, dear Wise Owl, I've come to thank you. And I've brought you an apple pastry and a treacle tart and a bottle of primrose wine. Woo! I knew somebody would save me, Wise Owl, but I'm glad it was you.
This is Wise Owl's story. Wise Owl lived in the hollow oak tree in the middle of the wood. It was very old and very untidy, and cobwebs hung in festoons from the ceiling. Wise Owl spent most of his time in the study with his books of wisdom. He'd always loved reading, ever since he was a small owlet. One evening, just as dusk fell,
A storm's brewing somewhere. There'll be a gale tonight. I must shut up all the windows or my books will get wet.
Oh, what was that? Hedgehog, get up and see what's the matter. I believe our house has blown down.
Oh, the old chimbley's blown off.
That was a mighty great noise for a little chimbley.
My goodness, it'll blow my whiskers off.
Oh, what if it blows the house away?
I can't find my home. My house has gone. My house. Where is my house? My books. My books.
I wonder what that crash was I heard in the night. I'll slip out and look. I want to try my new galoshes. My feet are quite dry. I feel like a duck. Oh no. Oh, poor Wise Owl. Wise Owl? Wise Owl?
We must all do something.
Yes. Let's do something. Should we invite him here, do you think? Until he finds another house?
No! Here? Are you mad?
He'd break all our cups and saucers with his wings and want to sleep all day. Besides, his ways are not our ways. No, I suppose it wouldn't do.
Huh! It would be a calamity!
He must have a house of his own. Suppose we go out and look for one for him.
Look! That's a good sign, Grey Rabbit.
but although they looked to the right and the left, high up and low down, they couldn't find a hollow tree. Squirrel jumped high among the treetops. Hare leapt high on the ground, and Little Grey Rabbit ran with her nose in the air, sniffing and hunting. But there didn't seem to be a house to spare anywhere.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. I wonder where he is.
Somewhere about. I don't want to see him.
Let's all go different ways. Then, if we haven't found a house by tea time, we'll go home.
And have plum cake for tea.
Oh, and hot buttered toast.
Ready, steady, go! Mushrooms!
Oh, scarlet suits me. I'll make them into beads. Hollow.
Where's Grey Rabbit? Isn't she home yet?
No, she'll come soon.
It's getting dark.
Oh, I lost count of the time. It's dark already. I don't go home now.
Grey Rabbit! Cooey!
Did you call?
We We've lost Grey Rabbit.
What in the world is she doing out as late as this?
She's looking for a house for you, as a matter of fact.
A house for me? I'm going to live in your woodshed.
What?
It is warm and comfortable, and there is plenty of food about. Ah, supper. Thank you.
Oh, Jemima!
Now I'd better go off and find Grey Rabbit, I suppose. Good night.
Phew! He's eaten all our supper!
Better to eat our supper than eat us.
Grey Rabbit! I couldn't find her.
Oh, poor Grey Rabbit.
I'm going to sleep now. Don't disturb me. You too must go out and find her.
But how can we if you can't?
Your eyes are sharper than anyone's, Wise Owl.
Hurry up, roll up your sleeves, Hare, and take that silly necklace off, Squirrel. Off you go. Find her.
Ordering us about. Cheek!
I do wish Grey Rabbit would come back.
Where's my stick? Where's my compass?
Grey Rabbit!
Where have you been? Wise Owl has been looking for you all night.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It got too dark, you see. But I found a house for Wise Owl.
Oh, thank goodness. Is it a nice house? Owl's in the woodshed, and he won't go away unless it's a nicer house than ours.
It's very nice. It's in a beech tree, but it is rather dusty.
Couldn't we spring clean it for him while he's asleep?
Yes, and put all his books inside. Then he'll have to go.
Yes, Hare. That's a very good idea.
It's a fine tree. I shouldn't mind living here myself.
But where's the door?
There.
He won't want to fly down there.
I don't think he'll change from the woodshed.
Excuse me a moment. I've forgotten something.
Ooh, he just doesn't want to rub and scrub.
They filled their buckets from the pool nearby, and they scrubbed and mopped the doors and walls and ceiling. They washed the little shelves and bookcases and lined them with fresh beech leaves.
Wise Owl will be able to keep all his books here.
And there's a place for his blotting paper and ink and...
His tape measure and thimble.
What's that for?
It's a saw. You never thought, but I did,
Thought of what?
that Wise Owl would never live here with that door. He'd stop in our woodshed forever. I'm going to make him a proper door, one he can fly right in and out of.
And that's what he did. A very neat little door it was, too, and Hare was very pleased with himself, until he slipped on a bar of soap and tumbled right downstairs.
Ah! Ow! Ow! Ow!
And of course they had to collect the books from the oak tree, and the feather bed and the frying pan. Hare found the sealing wax, and Squirrel the candlesticks, and Grey Rabbit found Owl's nightcap dangling in the nettles. But nowhere could they find the little silver bell.
Fit for a king.
No wonder the first cuckoo is always heard in this wood.
We'll leave our housewarming presents here and go and fetch him. It's a shame about Mouldy Warp's bell. It once saved my tail.
Bell? Did you say bell? I was looking for a new chimbley for our house when I heard a tinkly tinkle, and there was a mouse playing with Owl's bell. Did you ever hear the like?
A mouse with Owl's bell.
Lucky for him, Wise Owl is asleep in our woodshed.
And what's all this?
A new house for Wise Owl. The oak was blown down in the gale.
Just what I told my missus. Great oaks do fall, but little acorns weather the gale.
Wake up, Wise Owl!
There's a new house for you in the wood.
Don't want a new house. Go away.
Your books are on the shelves.
Your cuckoo clock's ticking. Your nightcap is on the bed.
And your silver bells are tinkling by the front door.
Did you say you had put my tree up again?
But when Wise Owl saw his new house, he liked it even better than the old one. He walked upstairs, and looked in all the cupboards and counted all his books. He threw open the round window and looked up at the great roof of the tree above him and knew he was home. This is the story about Little Grey Rabbit and the circus. Little Grey Rabbit looked out of the kitchen door early one morning to welcome the sun and nod to the trees. But the sun was too busy looking at something in the field to notice Little Grey Rabbit. So Grey Rabbit looked too.
Oh, that wasn't there last night. Hare? Squirrel? Wake up! Come and look!
What? What is it? It's an enormous toadstool.
It's like my sunshade the ducks took.
It might disappear at any minute.
We'll get dressed and go and look at it before it does.
Don't go without us, Grey Rabbit. Come along. I'll take care of you.
Good morning, Grey Rabbit. Squirrel and Hare.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have pitched our circus in your field, Grey Rabbit. I hope you will excuse the liberty. We will pay you a day's rent of a pinch of fern seed.
Thank you.
Can you eat it?
Certainly not. It must be sprinkled in a magic circle to keep the fox out.
Psha! I'm not scared of the fox.
Here is a free pass to our circus with my compliments.
Oh, thank you.
Today, 12 o'clock.
And who are you, sir?
I am the leader of our circus. We have travelled the land, we have acted in meadows and copses, on heath and common. We have even danced before kings and queens.
Kings and queens?
Well, king fishers and queen bees.
King Cups and Queen of the Meadows.
Oh yes, all those kings and queens. And now we've come to show you our dances and tricks.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, what a treat. I shall wear my best dress.
I can do a few tricks myself.
I must hurry away. I have these ivy notes to deliver at all the cottages of the woods and fields. 12 o'clock, remember?
And don't forget to call at Moldywarp's house. You might miss it.
And please invite Mr. and Mrs. Rat and their baby. Nobody asks them to anything.
But don't invite the weasels.
Who was that fine gentleman?
Not so very fine.
He's the leader of the circus, Fuzzy Peg. There's writing on this ivy leaf, but I can't read it. Can you?
I can read anything. It says, dances, tricks, clowns. Dances, tricks and clowns. Dances, tricks and clowns.
Whoops. I burnt the toast.
Oh, I'm all butterfingers.
We're all too excited about the circus. I've forgotten to put the tea in the pot. Dances, tricks and clowns. Dances.
Milko! Milko! Have you seen it? There's a great big tent arrived in the night. There you are, Fuzzy Peg.
We all know about the tent, as a matter of fact.
And we've met the black hare.
What are clowns, Father? We're going to see them this afternoon.
Oh, what a stir in our countryside.
You must bring Mrs. Hedgehog.
Oh, everyone's invited.
And everyone came. Throughout the morning, little animals came peeping through the bushes to peer at the tent among the buttercups. They saw the great black hare scatter fern seed in a magic ring to keep the fox out, and they all crept within the magic circle. Some brought their dinners because nobody wanted to be late for the moment when shadows are shortest, and it would be 12 o'clock.
The shadows nearly disappeared.
Walk up! Walk up! Don't be afraid! May I present to you the artistes in my circus?
That's our cock-a-doodle-doo who ran away from the farm.
This is Snow White. And here are the 7 clowns.
Is she real?
You may well ask, my little hedgehog. She is the prettiest rabbit in the whole world.
Not so pretty as you.
And now, let the show begin! The cockerel will open with a song.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, we brought our play to you. We sing and dance and lightly prance to wish you how'd you do. Cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo.
Listen! It's a cockerel who ran off.
I might try those tricks myself. They look easy enough.
I could be a clown. I could be a clown.
Isn't he the finest cockerel you ever set eyes on?
Yes, dear Speckledy Hen, he is indeed.
Oh, how I wish he would come back.
And now, can anyone lend me a watch?
Me, I'll lend you mine.
12 o'clock, I see. Presto, pass.
My watch! My beautiful watch!
What is that on top of yonder beech tree?
Hare's watch. I see it.
Oh, I don't.
Shall I go up and see?
No, Miss Squirrel. I will call it down. Hoo-hoo, everyone. I may as well tell you there's a fox about.
He can't get in.
Poor old fox.
What about my watch?
Watch! Come down from yonder tree! Come down! Will you now feel in your pocket, sir?
My watch! And now it says 1 o'clock!
I can do better than that. I can make the watch disappear and never come back. Not today, sir, not today. And now, magic, amazing. You won't believe your very eyes. And that is all. Thank you, dear friends, for your kind patronage. 3 cheers for Black Hare and the Snow Rabbit and the Cockerel and the Dormice. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
I love the circus.
So do I.
Oh, so do I.
Vanished into thin air.
We're all running away from home to join the circus.
I'm not running away, Grey Rabbit. I'm going back to the farm to see dear old Speckledy Hen again.
She will be pleased.
I can see Squirrel and Hare. Ah, they're turning round again.
What? So they are. They're coming back home.
And so they were. The cockerel was welcomed back in the farmyard, and afterwards Little Grey Rabbit and Hare and Squirrel laughed to think how they'd all nearly run away with the circus. But they'd all turned back, because, as Grey Rabbit said.
East, west, home is best.
This is the story of Little Grey Rabbit and the Wandering Hedgehog. One day, when Little Grey Rabbit was walking in the lane, she saw a tiny spire of blue smoke twisting up from the hedge. She walked very softly, on tiptoe, for who knows who it might be.
I haven't got a coat and I haven't got a shoe. I haven't got a penny and I haven't got a sou. I don't care a jot. I've got my cooking pot and the whole wide world is mine to wander through. Grey Rabbit, I see you hiding there. Come out. You don't know me, do you?
No, I've never seen you before.
I am a wanderer. I travel the world.
Oh, yes. I've heard Mrs. Hedgehog speak of you. You must be Brush the Wandering Hedgehog.
True. In winter, I sleep under yonder oak tree across the pasture. But the rest of the year, I enjoy myself seeing life. Will you taste my good broth, Grey Rabbit? You'll never have tasted anything better, I'll wager. Sit here.
It's delicious.
Grey Rabbit, will you do me a favour?
Oh, yes.
Did you hear my song? Well, it's true. I haven't a coat. And I wondered if by any chance you have a cast-off, left-off, done-with, forgotten and thrown-away coat of Mr. Hare's that I could have.
Oh, yes, of course.
I should be real obliged, Miss Grey Rabbit.
There's a nice red coat of Hare's. It will be rather large, I fear, but I could alter it to fit you.
Oh, thank you kindly, Grey Rabbit. And in return, I'd like to give you a present. I cut it myself from an elder stem. Well, try it.
Little Grey Rabbit sat by the fire with the Wandering Hedgehog while he told her tales. The smoke blackened her face, and she tore her apron on a briar, but she didn't care. It was lovely sitting in the lane with the ragged little hedgehog.
So there you are at last, Grey Rabbit. We're as hungry as hunters. Where have you been?
Yes.
Oh, Squirrel, Hare, I've been talking to Brush the Wandering Hedgehog.
Ew. That dirty old ragamuffin.
That beggarly old hedgehog?
He was very nice, and you mustn't call him a dirty old ragamuffin. Dirt is only good Mother Earth, after all. And he gave me an elder whistle to play, and,
Go on. I can see by your eye that there's something else.
Well, yes. He hasn't a coat, you see, and asked if we could give him one.
A coat? Whose coat, may I ask?
Yes. Whose coat?
Yours. Your coat, Hare.
What? My coat? I have two coats, as you very well know. A blue one for weekdays and a red one for Sundays. And I shan't give either to any old wandering hedgehog in the lane.
And I'm hungry. I suppose you had dinner with that hedgehog.
Well, yes, I did.
You'll end up a raggle-taggle gypsy yourself if you go on like this. Look at you.
I tore my apron on a briar, and I helped Brush to stir his fire.
Well,
Well.
well.
Thank you for the coat, Hare. It'll suit me nicely.
Eh? You can't have my coat.
Well, anybody's coat will do. Dried meadowsweet. Do you like the smell, Hare?
Well, I hardly think that...
Come along, take a deep breath. It won't hurt you. See anything?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Them's my wanderings. They get into my fire and come out in the smoke. All I have to do is remember 'em, sit back and watch the smoke curling upwards.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Now, what about a cup of tea, Musker Hare?
I don't mind if I do.
Now, about this coat. I don't want to rob you, but if you can give me a coat for the hard weather, well, I shall say thank ye.
You know, the hedgehog isn't such a bad fellow.
Oh? And how would you know?
I just happened to meet him when I was out.
Yes. I can smell the smoke. And you've got a smudge on your cheek.
And I expect you put a log on the fire, Hare.
Well, yes, I did, as a matter of fact. I say, can we get a coat for that hedgehog? He'll feel the cold when the frosts come.
Pooh, that dirty old ragamuffin.
Oh, I don't know. I like a bit of dirt myself. After all, it's only old Mother Earth.
Will you have a bite of supper with me, Miss Squirrel?
Oh, yes, please. Thank you. And thank you for the mushroom. It was delicious.
Squirrel and Brush, the wandering hedgehog, sat by the fire, and Brush told her of his travels, while Squirrel listened wide-eyed.
About this coat, Miss Squirrel. If you could see your way to getting a coat for me, I should be most obliged.
Oh, I'll see what I can do for you.
Ah, so you've been to see the Wandering Hedgehog. But he's such a dirty old ragamuffin, I'm surprised you went.
Really, we must get a coat for that poor animal. Oh, there you two sit without a care in the world, and nobody spares a thought for the poor thing.
So, at last we're all agreed.
Little Grey Rabbit looked for some cloth to make a coat for the wandering hedgehog, but could find only a few scraps. So Hare set off to ask all their friends if they had any to spare.
Good morning.
It may be for you, but there's a poor relation of yours down the lane without a coat on his back.
Him? That wandering hedgehog?
Certainly. So, what are you going to do about it?
I've got no coat, and neither has our fuzzy peg.
You have smocks?
Well, maybe you better have a word with my missus.
Here, will that help?
Thank you.
That wandering hedgehog? Aye, I know him. The tales he tells. It really is a piece of black velvet, if that's any use.
Thank you.
Something to make a coat for the wandering hedgehog. That old vagabond. Here's a cushion. It's good strong cloth.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, old fellow.
Coat indeed. Be off. Read this.
The tailor and cutter. Let's see. How to make a coat out of bits and pieces.
Hurrah!
This is splendid. Look, it's got a picture of a patchwork coat.
So Hare went to all the other houses to find more pieces. He brought home such a collection of scraps and oddments that Grey Rabbit threw up her paws when she saw it all. She stitched them together as Squirrel and Hare sorted them into shapes and colours. When at last it was finished, and Little Grey Rabbit held it up, it was so beautiful that even Hare said it was like a rainbow. They were so excited that they went out in the moonlight there and then to take it to the wandering hedgehog.
Well, Squirrel and Hare and Little Grey Rabbit. Have you brought it?
Yes, look. It's nicer than any coat of mine. It's the nicest coat there's ever been in the whole wide world.
A coat of 20 colours. 20 at least.
Here. There's something for you in exchange.
Oh, thank you, Brush.
Oh, don't you go opening it till you're home. I'm off on my travels now. I was only waiting for the coat. I knowed it was coming, see? And the new moon. I know that was coming too.
Oh, Brush, I wish you could stay.
Goodbye, my dear friends.
Goodbye!
And good luck.
I've got a fine coat and I haven't got a shoe. I haven't got a penny and I haven't got a sou. I don't care a jot. I've got my cooking pot and the whole wide world is mine to wander through.
The three friends waited till his voice died away in the distance, then home they ran under the new moon. And when they lifted the lid of the basket, a little brown nightingale flew up and into the apple tree, where she sat and sang on the topmost branch. This is the story of when Hare goes to battle.
Where's the milk, Grey Rabbit?
Old Hedgehog's always late.
He's never been as late as this. Oh dear, I do hope something hasn't happened to Fuzzy Peg.
Fuzzy Peg? I saw him rolling down the field like a fat little barrel last night, right as rain.
There you are, Hedgehog.
Oh, I'm late as never was. Have you heard the news? Oh, my.
What news? Where's the milk?
We want milk, not news.
There nearly was no milk.
Why, whatever's the matter, dear Hedgehog?
A war. That's what's the matter. A war.
A war? What's that?
A war's a battle and fighting.
Oh, we don't want one then.
Definitely not. We won't have one today, thank you.
I'm telling you, someone's on the warpath, and I'm off to find out who. Keep indoors and mind yourselves.
Perhaps it's a fox or a billy goat or a weasel on the warpath.
Perhaps it's a wolf.
Or a mad bull. Or a bad mole.
Oh dear. Good morning, Robin Postman.
Here's your letter. Oh, have you heard the news?
Yes, there's a war.
There's a whole army of weasels coming to attack us.
They can't. Wise Owl won't let them.
Wise Owl can't be everywhere at once. There's a whole army.
He'll have to have 10 of them for supper every night.
Or 20.
Or 30.
Look, everybody's got a letter today. We've all got to get together to fight the weasels.
What does the letter say, Grey Rabbit?
It says, courage, fight for freedom.
Courage? I'll learn them weasels. I defeated the fox.
And I trapped the king of the weasels in a sack.
And I tied a knot in Rat's tail.
Ha-ha! We're not scared of an army of weasels. Hurrah for courage! Hurrah for freedom!
Ooh, mind my nose.
Help!
The weasels.
Oh, it's only you. It's only Mouldy Warp and Water Rat.
The weasels are on the warpath.
Yes, we know, but we've decided not to be frightened.
Where is the warpath, Mouldy Warp?
It's the old Roman road that runs through the woods, straight as an arrow. That's the warpath.
But it comes right close to our house.
Look what we've got. We're going to throw them at the weasels.
They're old laid eggs, rotten.
Capital.
Won't they make a stinko?
Now, who wants to fight the weasels?
We do!
We must have a plan.
Yes! A plan! A plan!
First, I shall dig a cavern underground. All the babies and little ones will be safe there.
I don't want to go there. I want to throw eggs.
Hare, you must defend all our homes with your life. Grey Rabbit, you must be a nurse and take care of our wounded. Squirrel, you must knit socks and stockings and scarves for our fighters. The rest of us will fight. Wise Owl will be our spy. He'll fly over the wood to watch for the weasels.
Will there be anything to eat?
The weasels will do the eating if we don't stop them.
I thought there would be some sandwiches provided. I can't fight on an empty stomach.
I'll make you some sandwiches, Hare.
They're coming. They're marching down the Roman lane and eating everything in their path. They'll be here by sunset.
Every animal to his post. Find yourselves sticks, anything. And don't be afraid. I have a plan.
All the little animals went off to arm themselves as best they could. And below the ground, deep in the soil, worked Mouldy Warp. He was digging out a cave for all the baby rabbits and mice and hedgehogs.
Come inside and look, Fuzzy Peg. Isn't this a fine nursery? You'll be safe enough here, Fuzzy Peg.
No, I'm going to fight.
You can't fight, little Fuzzy Peg. Your prickles aren't strong enough yet.
But I've got the rotten eggs to throw.
Very well, young Fuzzy Peg, but But mind you keep at a safe distance.
Hooray! Hooray!
And all the time that army of weasels was marching closer, closer. Their teeth shone white, their noses were raised, and their fierce little eyes looked here and there.
Grey Rabbit lives over there. Hare and Squirrel live with her. We will eat them all up and then live in their house. We'll take them by surprise. It will be as easy as winking to catch them all.
There's no time to lose. They're coming.
What's this you're making?
It's an ambush.
A hambush? Yum! A hambush! A hambush, a hambush, a hambush, a hambush. Mole's making an egg bush.
An egg bush?
Yes. No, a hambush. That's it. Ham and eggs for the weasels.
Oh, don't talk rubbish, Hare.
Knitting won't win the war against the weasels.
It might.
And here are your sandwiches, Hare.
Shall I eat them now or when the war's over?
Listen.
Oh, that's the signal. They're coming.
All the animals heard the signal. Pitter-patter went the tiny feet of the little rabbits and squirrels and field mice as they crept to their hidey hole. Mrs. Hedgehog in the underground nursery looked in vain, hoping to see Fuzzy Peg join the rest of the young animals. But he was waiting behind a hedge with his cousins and his pile of rotten eggs.
Careful, you'll break them. Ooh, what a stinko.
Can we really throw eggs at the weasels?
Course.
Why don't we practice throwing one at him? Oh, like your hat, Mr. Hare.
You watch out, young fellow, or you'll find yourself in a hambush.
He means ambush.
Why? What's that?
A trap. Mole's secret weapon. You'll see.
Shh.
They won't be back again.
Ha-ha! The war's over. Here, what's this? Where are my sandwiches?
You threw them. You threw sandwiches at the weasels.
Well, we fought and won. 3 cheers for us. Hip, hip. Hurrah! Hip, hip. Hurrah! Hip, hip. Hurrah! And hooray for Mole's hambush.
Hooray! Ambush, Hare. Ambush. Did work rather well, though I say it myself.
This is the story of Little Grey Rabbit's Party.
Hare's late.
He said he was going to watch Hedgehog milking.
Guess what I've seen?
Oh, you've made me drop a stitch.
Is it a riddle?
I took a shortcut by the farmhouse just now,
Oh, Hare.
and I stood on tiptoe, and I looked through the window, and I saw
What?
a party!
A party.
Are they there now?
Yes, I raced home to tell you both.
Oh, let's go and watch them. Oh, just look.
Well, what do you think of that? I found it.
It was very clever of you, Hare.
Didn't you like it?
Oh, yes. I was thinking and wondering and wishing.
That party made me hungry.
Huh. Everything makes you hungry, Hare.
Couldn't we give a party?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I wish we could. But how? What would we do? That was the first proper party I've ever seen.
Does it say about parties in your riddle book?
No, just riddles and riddles and riddles.
We could ask Wise Owl. He knows everything.
Oh, do, little grey rabbit. He won't hurt you. You're a favourite of his.
Who's there?
A truce. If you please, Wise Owl, we want to give a party, and we don't know how.
Have you brought my present? There you are. Now I'm off hunting. Remember to send me an invitation.
Oh, we can play this game. Turn the trencher.
I'm good at that.
An iced cake.
Yum.
Forfeits?
What's forfeits? Can you eat them?
It's something you have to do to get something back. Cry in one corner, sing in another, dance in another, and laugh in another.
Oh, let's have a party. Let's.
We'll start work tomorrow.
What? Hey, have you lost somebody? Is your house on fire?
No, I want to borrow that big silver coin of yours, please.
Oh, is that all? Certainly. Yeah, what do you want it for, Hare?
It's a secret. But I'll tell you. We're giving a party, and this is for Turn the Trencher. You're coming, you know, and there's going to be forfeits. Sit in one corner, sing in another, stand up in another, and go to sleep in another. No, that's wrong. I'm all muddled. No, laugh in one corner.
Stop! Tell me slowly.
No, it's a secret. Goodbye till party day.
Scatterbrain.
Squirrel, Hare, and Grey Rabbit invite you to their party. Full moon night. Bring mugs.
Here's your letters, Grey Rabbit.
Oh, thank you, Robin. You're just the one I wanted to see. I have some letters for you to deliver. Take 1 to Mouldy Warp and Water Rat, 3 to the Hedgehog family and 1 to Wise Owl, and the rest to the little rabbits and the red squirrels.
But I invited the farmyard animals, the cows and the horses and pigs and hens.
Hare! How could we get them into our little room?
They'd trample everything.
It's a calamity!
I'll tell them, Grey Rabbit. I'm used to explaining.
Thank you.
Sing in one corner, laugh in another, stand up in a... No, sit down, yes. Oh, I'm still in a muddle.
There. Oh, you are clever, Grey Rabbit.
Oh, very artistical. Won't they all stare?
Hedgehog,
I've come right early, I know, and I hope you'll excuse me smock.
of course. Extra milk. Oh, thank you.
I come straight from the cows. The missus and Fuzzy Peg are titivating themselves up, and they'll be here directly. Oh, my.
Hooray! Hooray! The party's starting!
These are for you, Grey Rabbit.
Thank you. They're beautiful.
Are we all here? Can we begin?
Owl! Where's Wise Owl?
Oh, Owl's coming. Oh, help, Owl. It's quite safe, everyone. A party's a truce.
He won't harm you here.
Let's start without him.
Yes. Blind man's buff. Come along, Hedgehog, and be blindfolded.
Oh, right, Grey Rabbit.
Wrong!
No. Right. Oh, Hare.
Right! Hooray!
Ouch! Fuzzy Peg! Moldy Warp!
Right!
Nobody's found me. I'm nobody's nothing. Oh, poor Fuzzy Peg. Come along out now and I'll help you be found.
Fuzzy Peg.
Yes, I'm found.
Turn the trencher! Oh, Fuzzy Peg!
Yes! Moldy Warp!
A forfeit!
Yes! A forfeit!
Here is a thing and a very pretty thing. What is the owner of this pretty thing to do?
You must cry in one corner, laugh in another, dance in another, and stand... No, sing in another. I got it right! Ho, ho, ho!
Boo-hoo-hoo.
Woohoo! Sorry, I'm late.
Wise Owl, you've come.
And I'm hungry.
I saved some food for you, Wise Owl. Will you sit here and eat it? Come out, everyone.
There's no need to be frightened.
A party's a truce.
It's time for riddles. What is most like a squirrel up a tree?
We give up.
A squirrel down a tree. What lives in winter, dies in summer, and grows with its root upwards?
An icicle!
Right!
My turn now. Which is the left side of a plum pudding?
The side that isn't eaten.
I've never heard of a plum pudding that wasn't all eaten. That's rubbish, downright rubbish.
I must go now. Time to go hunting. Thank you, Grey Rabbit, for a very pleasant party.
He's gone! Let's end with a dance. That was the most beautiful party in the world. And these will remind me of it forever.
This is the story of Little Grey Rabbit's Christmas.
Whatever are you doing here? Come in. You'll catch cold.
I am catching cold and eating it. Delicious.
Can you see Little Grey Rabbit coming? Oh, what's she doing?
She's at the market buying Christmas treats for us. I hope she's choosing something special for me. I want barley sugar, peppermint, and, a musical box. Here she is! Make the tea, Squirrel. Oh, it's only Mrs. Hedgehog and Fuzzy Peg. Have you seen Little Grey Rabbit?
I have indeed. She was going to see old Joe the carpenter.
Carpenters don't make barley sugar and peppermint.
Please, sir, I knows what Grey Rabbit went to the carpenter for. It was for... Shush! You mustn't let the cat out of the bag, Fuzzy Peg. I must get along, or my poor old man won't get his apple dumplings for tea. What cat, Mother? There wasn't a cat in the bag, Mother. There wasn't.
What's that? Oh, it's just what I wanted. The very thing. If anyone had said to me, "Hare, old chap, what would you like best in all the world?" I should answer, a scarlet-coloured sledge.
Ah, with bells on it.
And our names on the side. Ha-ha! Here we are, at the top of the world. 1 to be ready, 2 to be steady, 3 to be off! Hey!
Stop it! Make it go slower!
Can't!
I want a toboggan!
Again! Let's do it again!
Look! A snowball!
Enormous snowball! Who threw it?
Help! Help! What's that?
Enormous talking snowball. It must be the first talking snowball in the world. I'm going to take it home and keep it in the garden.
Where do you think it came from, Grey Rabbit?
Perhaps the Snow Queen dropped it from the sky.
I can wait here till we're ready to go home. Oh! Ow, my foot! Ouch! There's a thorn inside.
Help! Let me out!
That sounds like Fuzzy Peg's voice.
Oh, however did you get inside a snowball? I didn't get inside, it got round me. Can I go on your sledge now? What? With all your needles and pins?
Hare will take you.
I'm a champion sledger. Come on, young Fuzzy Peg. Oh, ow, oh! Never go hedging with a sledgehog. That's my motto.
Run along home, Fuzzy Peg, and ask for a tray.
Now, who's for a whiz at 70 miles an hour? Christmas Day tomorrow.
There's work to do.
How long till the mince pies are ready?
Oh, put some there, Hare. I can't reach.
How long till Santa Claus comes?
Oh, Hare, you've forgotten the kissing bunch.
Is it time to hang our stockings up?
You strike up first, Brush. Your voice is strongest.
Now then, all together. 1, 2, 3.
Holly red and mistletoe white, the stars are shining with golden light, burning like candles this holy night. Holly red and mistletoe white.
What's that?
It's the weights. Listen.
Fairies at foot and angels at head, mistletoe white and holly red.
Come in.
Oh, you look frozen.
A warm drink would wet our whistles.
That's better.
You didn't see Santa Claus on your way by any chance?
Santa Claus is coming tonight when we're fast asleep, isn't he, Father?
Aye, Fuzzy Peg. I dare say he is. We shall have to see.
And now what carol can we give you, Miss Grey Rabbit?
Oh, I saw 3 ships. It's my favourite.
1, 2, 3.
I saw 3 ships come sailing by on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. I saw 3 ships come sailing by on Christmas Day in the morning.
Thank you kindly for the wine, Grey Rabbit.
Good night. Happy Christmas.
A Happy Christmas!
Keep your eyes open for Santa Claus. I think I shall take the sledge and toboggan down the hill by moonlight.
Not me, thank you.
I might see Santa and his reindeer. Oh, help! A monster! Help!
You left it? Our lovely sledge? Oh, Hare.
There was a monster. It was chasing me and it had big, long ears and...
Your shadow. It must have been your moon shadow. And now you've lost our lovely sledge.
Better than losing my lovely life. Better go to bed, I suppose. Don't suppose there'll be any presents. Don't suppose Santa Claus will even find this house. Not with all that snow. Happy Christmas!
Happy Christmas, Hare.
He's been!
Who? Magic.
Oh, be quick and come downstairs and look at all the surprises!
Look what he brought me.
And me? Look!
And I shall wear this later when we go to visit Mouldy Warp.
Oh, isn't the kissing bunch lovely?
Let's all kiss under it.
A Merry Christmas!
All day long they enjoyed themselves, playing games, telling stories and pulling crackers, until night came.
The snow covered all our tracks.
It's as if we never sledged down here at all.
Or it was a real monster I saw, and it took our sledge.
What's that?
What?
Oh, only a log.
Oh, it's hopeless. Hopeless, 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 hopeless.
Never mind, Hare. I'm sure that when the snow melts, we shall find it.
Let's go to Mouldy Warp's. I'm hungry. Perhaps there'll be punch and mince pies.
What's that?
Something's on fire. It's a tree.
A magical tree.
Well, what do you think of my tree?
Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful. Is it a fairy tree, Mouldy Warp?
It's a Christmas tree. It's for all the birds and beasts of the woods and fields. They'll see it from afar and come here. Now, sit quietly and watch. Welcome. Help yourselves. It's Christmas.
Happy Christmas, Grey Rabbit.
Oh, Rat. And to you too.
I found a scarlet sledge in the field last night.
What?
And my missus read your names on it, so I took the liberty of bringing it here for you.
Oh, thank you, kind Rat.
Here it is.
Our sledge. Our lovely sledge.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
3 cheers for Rat! Hip hip! Hurrah! Hip hip! Hurrah! Hip hip! Hurrah!
Good night, everyone. A happy Christmas.
A happy Christmas!
To wit, to woo! Merry Christmas to you!